In the relentless march of days turning into weeks, months, and years, time stands as the one irreplaceable currency we all share. Yet, it's the resource we squander most freely. Picture this. You're scrolling through your phone at 2 a.m., liking posts from acquaintances you haven't spoken to in years, while tomorrow's deadlines loom like storm clouds. Or perhaps you're binge-watching another season of a show you swore you'd quit, only to wake up exhausted and unproductive. These moments, seemingly harmless, are thieves in disguise, robbing you of the life you could be building. "Don't waste your time" isn't just a catchy phrase. It's a clarion call to awaken from the autopilot of modern existence and seize control of your hours. This article delves deep into the art of time stewardship. We'll explore why we waste time, the hidden costs of doing so, and practical, actionable strategies to reclaim it. Drawing from psychology, philosophy, and real-world examples, we'll arm you with the tools to transform wasted moments into meaningful progress. By the end, you'll not only understand the value of your time, but feel empowered to protect it fiercely. After all, as the ancient Roman philosopher Seneca wisely noted, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Let's ensure yours isn't among the squandered. The anatomy of time wasting. Why we do it. To conquer time wasting, we must first dissect it. At its core, procrastination, the deliberate delay of tasks despite knowing the negative consequences, is the primary culprit. But why do we procrastinate? Psychologists like Timothy Pykill, author of Solving the Procrastination Puzzle, attribute it to emotional regulation. We avoid tasks that evoke discomfort, opting instead for immediate gratification. Social media, with its dopamine hits from notifications, is a perfect storm. A quick check turns into an hour-long vortex. Consider the average person. Studies from Rescue Time, a productivity app, reveal we spend about 2 hours and 30 minutes daily on social media alone. That's over 900 hours a year, equivalent to 37 full days. Multiply that by a lifetime, and it's staggering. Yet it's not just apps. Distractions abound in the form of unnecessary meetings, perfectionism that stalls progress, or even the busy work trap, where we tackle low-value tasks to feel productive. Environmental factors play a role too. In our hyper-connected world, the line between work and leisure blurs. The pandemic accelerated this, with remote work leading to a 20% increase in reported procrastination, per a 2021 study in the Journal of Applied Psychology. We're bombarded by pings, ads, and endless content, each designed to capture our attention for profit, not our benefit. Philosophically, time wasting stems from a deeper malaise, a lack of purpose. Viktor Frankl, Holocaust survivor and author of Man's Search for Meaning, argued that without meaning, life feels empty, leading us to fill voids with distractions. If your days lack direction, why not numb the unease with Netflix? Recognizing these roots is the first step, not to judge yourself harshly, but to empathize and pivot. The hidden costs, what you're really losing. Wasted time isn't neutral. It exacts a toll on multiple fronts. Financially, it's brutal. Opportunity cost, the value of what you could have done instead, looms large. That hour on Instagram? It could have been spent learning a skill, like coding, which might net a $10,000 raise. Over a career, such habits compound. A 2018 Gallup study found procrastinators earn 15% less on average due to delayed promotions and missed opportunities. Health suffers too. Chronic time wasting correlates with higher stress levels, per research from the American Psychological Association. The guilt cycle, procrastinate, feel bad, distract more, elevates cortisol, leading to sleep issues, anxiety, and even depression. Physically, sedentary scrolling contributes to the global obesity epidemic. The World Health Organization links excessive screen time to a 30% increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Relationships erode under its weight. When you're mentally checked out, present in body but absent in spirit, connections fray. A 2022 survey by Pew Research showed 45% of adults feel their phone use strains family ties. Imagine the intimacy lost in those unspoken conversations, the memories unmade because you chose a feed over a face. On a societal level, collective time wasting hampers progress. Innovation stalls when brilliant minds fritter away hours. Economies suffer from lowered productivity. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics estimates American workers lose $1.2 trillion annually to inefficiency, much of it from distractions. But perhaps the starkest cost is existential: regret. At life's end, few lament not having more likes or episodes watched. Bronnie Ware's The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying reveals the number one. I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected. Wasted time delays that authenticity, leaving a legacy of what-ifs. Strategies for reclamation, building a time-rich life, armed with awareness. How do we fight back? Time management isn't about rigid schedules, but intentional choices. Start with the basics. Audit your time. For a week, track every minute using apps like Toggle or a simple journal. You'll uncover patterns, those 5-minute breaks that stretch into abysses, and armed with data, you can intervene. Prioritization. The Eisenhower Matrix in action. Dwight D. Eisenhower's framework, categorizing tasks as urgent, important, remains timeless. Draw a 2x2 grid. Urgent and important. Do now. Important but not urgent. Schedule. Urgent but not important. Delegate. Neither. Delete. This isn't theory. It's battle-tested. Warren Buffett swears by it, advising focus on the vital few over the trivial many. Apply it daily. Before bed, list tomorrow's top 3 tasks. Ruthlessly cut the rest. Taming the digital beast. Tech is both sword and shield. Use it wisely. Implement app blockers like Freedom or Focus at Will to lock distractions during deep work blocks. The Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes focused, 5-minute break, builds momentum. Studies from the Journal of Experimental Psychology show it boosts output by 25%. And reclaim evenings. Set a digital sunset an hour before bed, swapping scrolls for reads. J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter in cafes sans Wi-Fi. Emulate that analog focus. Cultivating discipline through habits. Discipline isn't innate, it's forged. James Clear's Atomic Habits teaches starting small. If exercise wastes time via indecision, prep gym clothes the night before. Stack habits. Pair reading with coffee to leverage existing routines. Track streaks. Apps like Habitica gamify it, turning virtue into fun. Mindfulness combats emotional procrastination. A 10-minute daily meditation via Headspace rewires your brain for presence, reducing avoidance by 40% per UCLA research. Journaling prompts like, "What scared me from starting today?" unearth blocks, fostering self-compassion without excuse-making. Designing your environment for success. Your space shapes your behavior. BJ Fogg's Tiny Habits emphasizes cues. Place fruit on the counter for healthy eating. Or a book by your bed to sideline screens. Workspaces matter. Dedicate a focus zone free of clutter. Noise-canceling headphones with white noise drown out chaos. Even plants boost concentration, as shown in a 2019 Journal of Environmental Psychology study. For bigger shifts, audit commitments. Say no more. As Warren Buffett quipped, the difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. Review your calendar quarterly. Cancel draining meetings. Delegate chores via services like TaskRabbit. Long-term visioning. Purpose as your North Star. Tactics falter without why. Craft a personal mission statement. What legacy do you crave? Elon Musk visions multi-planetary life. Yours might be family adventures or artistic mastery. Review it weekly. This aligns actions, making no to distractions easier. Remember Cal Newport's deep work. In a shallow world, depth wins. Carve non-negotiable blocks for high-impact pursuits. Writing that novel, launching that side hustle. Real-life transformations. Stories of time reclaimed theory inspires, but stories ignite. Take Angela, a 35-year-old marketing exec buried in busyness. Pre-audit, her days dissolved into emails and envy scrolls. Post-tracking, she slashed social media to 30 minutes daily, reclaiming 2 hours for Spanish lessons. 6 months later, she landed a promotion abroad, crediting time won for the edge. Or consider Marcus, a retiree regretting lost years to TV marathons. Inspired by Frankel, he volunteered at a literacy program, investing 10 hours weekly. The joy? Profound. Time now feels abundant, he says, because it's purposeful. These aren't anomalies. A 2023 Harvard Business Review analysis of 500 professionals found those practicing intentional time use reported 28% higher life satisfaction. You're next. Navigating setbacks. The grace of imperfect progress. Reclamation isn't linear. Slips happen. A late-night doom scroll. A derailed day. The key? Non-judgmental resets. Carol Dweck's growth mindset frames failures as data. What triggered it? Adjust without self-flagellation. Build buffers. Weekly recharge days for unstructured joy prevent burnout. Sustain momentum with accountability. Join masterminds or apps like StickK. Where stakes, donate to a cause you dislike for missing goals. Enforce follow-through. Celebrate wins. Small rituals like a favorite tea after a productive morning. Wire positivity. The ripple effect. How your time shapes the world. Personal gains cascade outward. Productive individuals fuel communities. More time for mentoring, volunteering, or innovation. Imagine if Steve Jobs hadn't guarded his focus. No iPhone. Your reclaimed hours could spark a startup, mend a rift, or plant a community garden. Environmentally, less screen time means lower energy use. A 2022 Greenpeace report ties excessive digital consumption to 4% of global emissions. By wasting less, you contribute to a sustainable planet. Conclusion. Your time, your legacy. Don't waste your time echoes as both warning and invitation. We've mapped the pitfalls, tallied the costs, and charted the paths forward. Now, the choice is yours. Time isn't money. It's life itself, the raw material of dreams realized, loves deepened, impacts etched into eternity. Start today. Pause. Breathe. Pick one strategy. Audit an hour. Block an app. Say no to a drain. Feel the shift. The quiet power of intention over inertia. As Annie Dillard penned in The Writing Life, how we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. Spend yours boldly, fully, unapologetically. In reclaiming your time, you don't just gain hours, you gain yourself. The world awaits your unwasted brilliance.